What's up, everybody? Decided to come out today. It's feeling really nice, enjoying the weather here in Florida. But it's definitely bright, so if I look like I'm squinting, I'm sorry.
What to do, what to do, what to do.
What to do indeed.
Pooh?
Christopher Robin.
No! No. You can't be here.
So let's get into Christopher Robin. I really love this movie. This video might end up being shorter than others because I don't really have much to say outside of the fact that this movie is awesome. If you grew up loving Winnie the Pooh and the various stories that come with the 100-Acre Woods, you will have a great time with this movie. The emotion, the feeling, everything is there. Let's talk about Ewan McGregor. I think his performance as Christopher Robin was fantastic. He totally encapsulated everything that it means to be Christopher Robin while also bringing this new element of having grown up and what it's like to grow up. And I think that's one of my favorite things about the movie is the thematic elements about what it means to grow up and lose that childhood element in all of us, and what it really means to keep that, and how we change and what we leave behind. And that was something that really impacted me while I was watching the film. Pooh Bear and these different characters are used in such a real way to make you think about your own life and what it means to grow up, and again, what we leave behind, who we leave behind, and what that means to those people and those memories and that part of us that we had at that one time. It was amazing to see Jim Cummings come back to play Pooh Bear and Tigger. I think the voice work was fantastic across all the characters in this movie. You 110% feel like you're watching the cartoon back in the day. I really wish that they would have brought Peter Cullen to play Eeyore again, but I really enjoyed the actor who portrayed him. I can't remember his name right now, but it's the actor who plays Robert and Everybody Loves Raymond. I think he did a great job as Eeyore, but Peter Cullen, who was famously known for Optimus Prime, is still around, and he very much could have done the role, but I think I saw an interview with him that he actually said that he didn't actually get a call, so that's definitely a bummer, you know what I mean? It's one of those things where it's like, why wouldn't you call the original Eeyore? But maybe he cost too much. Who knows? So I don't want to get too much into the story. I genuinely feel that this review may end up being shorter than others because I feel like it's the kind of movie that I definitely want every single one of you to walk into blind. I had a great time with it. I had a smile from ear to ear the entire time, and my eyes were constantly on the verge of crying. I really don't have any complaints about this movie. If I can name a few complaints, it would probably be that there's a couple characters that could be cut out here and there, and that there are certain characters that are maybe meant to be a bigger part of the story but really aren't. But it never really takes away from the heart of the film, which is Pooh Bear, Christopher Robin, and the rest of the gang from 100-Acre Woods. I really had an amazing time with this movie, guys. I think if you grew up loving the 100-Acre Woods or any of the Winnie the Pooh stories, you'll easily have an amazing time. If you're a fan of Ewan McGregor, his performance in this is heartfelt and real. I really have zero negatives to really give him or any of the main cast of characters in the story. So I've been a big fan of Disney's remakes thus far, and I really haven't had one that I've hated. So one of my favorite things about this is that it takes a story that we all know and love and something we grew up with and almost is a continuation for us. This movie for me was not made for the children of today. They can go and see it and have a great time and laugh at it and think it's really cute, but there's so many thematic elements that are there for adults and for people who grew up with Winnie the Pooh, and we're all now at this time where it's kind of like we've grown up, we've probably changed since we were watching Winnie the Pooh as a kid, and this is kind of the movie I feel we all needed. This is the feeling that we all needed. So like I mentioned earlier, my only real negatives were there's a couple characters that can get cut and a few things that maybe felt like it didn't need to be in the movie, but altogether this movie is heartfelt, it has emotion, it has the feels, and it's just littered with feel-good times. Ewan McGregor's performance, like I said, was amazing. Jim Cummings just is beautiful as Pooh Bear and as Tigger. It 110% feels like you're watching the cartoon back in the day with these amazing new CGI graphics and everything that comes with that. I almost forgot, but Haley Atwell is also in this movie, who plays Agent Carter in the MCU films. And I really enjoyed her character, though she doesn't have the biggest presence, and I thought that she'd be a bigger part of the story, but when she is there, it is significant, and you feel for the character and everything happening. And that's one of my favorite things about this movie, is even if a character isn't in it for very long, the story sets up something so emotional and so real that you do care for these characters. You want to see the payoff. Now, I can see some people who have no ties to Winnie the Pooh or any of these characters maybe not enjoying it as much. It very much is for the people who grew up loving it. So I'll say that right now. That's not to say that this movie isn't for people who haven't seen anything with Winnie the Pooh before or weren't really big fans, but just that there's more of an emotional tie and more nostalgia laid out throughout the film for people who definitely have. It really is an amazing movie, and I loved every second of it. Like I said, Ewan McGregor was fantastic, Jim Cummings was fantastic, and the rest of the cast, I really have almost zero complaints. It's so good. I don't want to spoil anything for you, and I only wanted to make this video to tell you guys that if you haven't seen it, check it out. If you've been on the fence about it, check it out. If you missed it in theaters, it's all right. It's coming out soon on Blu-ray, I believe, or already is out. I'm not too sure, but go ahead and check it out. It is a fantastic movie. I had a lot of fun with it. Again, if you grew up with these characters, this movie was made for you. If you're a fan of these characters, this movie was made for you. So really, check out Christopher Robin. It is 110% worth watching, and have tissues ready. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed the different scenery. I know I did a little bit, though it is getting a little hot out here now, so ready to go back inside. It felt nice when I came out, not anymore. But yeah, guys, thank you so much. If you guys can leave me a like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Yeah, I have more videos coming. Thank you. Bye-bye.